What's going on, everybody? It's your boys over Wnba Dfs here to bring you that WNBA breakdown for the 2-game WNBA. I had to make sure I'm saying it right because I'm confusing myself with the NBA. But hey, we got two good games that should be on today for the W. And then, of course, we do actually have my Thunder. We made it to the Western Conference Finals. You already know who's going to get that dub going against the Nuggets. It was a good series, battle tested. Coming into this, it's the Thunder's year, man. Like, Thunder fans, we're high. We are very high. But I'm not going to go and talk about the NBA. We're going to focus on this W right now. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the start of the season. Some decent games, some blowouts, of course. I mean, it's W. But still, good to see Paige bounce back last night. Have a very good, well, could have been better. Definitely could have been better. We might need to have the conversation about Enrique sooner or later because it's only 2 games. I'm going to give her 5 games to get her shit together. New coach, new schemes and stuff. I'm going to give it 5 games for Enrique to try to figure out her shit. Big T figured out her shit. Big T came in and played very well last night. I loved it. Love what I saw. If we get that type of production, if you can go out there and give me 15 to 20 minutes off the bench doing that, because Nalissa is going to get herself in foul trouble most nights. Nalissa's not going to always be out there. And then there's going to be some matches where Misha Allen can't be out there. If Big T can come in there and be as focused and disciplined as what she was, and they actually feed her, and she's productive with it. Don't bring it down low. Catch it up high, just like what we passing to you. Back your ass down in there and get it good. Then I love it. I love what I'm seeing. I love what I'm seeing for that. But all right. Looking at the injury report, Las Vegas Aces taking on the Connecticut Sun. Megan, she's still going to be out. Parker Ty, she's going to be out for quite some time. For the Connecticut Sun on their side, Lakin, she's going to be out. And Morrow, she's going to be out as well over here for the Sun. Over here for the Atlanta Dream, taking on Indy. Jordan Canada, we know she's going to be missing for a minute. And then Sophie Cunningham, who it's funny, but not funny. Homie is in a lawsuit document talking about that she was smashing one of the higher ups. Damn. Guess the NBA isn't the only league that be having that drama out there. All right. So starting off, of course, with Las Vegas Aces. If you guys didn't see my YouTube short talking about the Gold Mamba, or as my boy BK like to call her, the Garden Snake. Jewel Lloyd got to give up that name, but 8,400. I definitely don't want to pay that for that price right now. I have to see. I actually have to see Lloyd get there. With that being said, of course, everyone else over here for me, the main 3 players that will actually go out here and do some stuff. Asia Wilson, I don't have to talk about that. It's 11K. You guys already know it's Asia. If Connecticut Sun can keep this game close, which they did inside the first game, definitely Asia should be able to go out there and produce. I mean, she looks, to me, good. That first game going up against, I know, the New York Liberty, seemed like it was going to be bad, but Asia was, of course, the driving force once again. Definitely out there rebounding very well. I love the upside and everything that I saw from her. So 11K, rightfully so, rightfully priced. We're slowly getting to where prices should be for some of these players. Jackie Young, she definitely started off very slow in that last game. Eventually got it going in the second half. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. We know Jackie can't stuff the stat sheet. Going up against the Sun, she should be dealing with Marina Mabrey. Who else over there on the other side? Marina Mabrey, JC Sheldon's not gonna be able to do too much over there versus her. So definitely maybe some steals. We know Jackie can play some pretty good defense, so I do like the upside for that right there. 9,100, it is a bit steep. We do have some other spots that we can actually take at the guard position, but if you ended up wanting something to pay up for, definitely I can understand going to Jackie. Or we can come down here to Chelsea Gray. We already know the point guard. She's going to be out there for 13. If you're going to tell me that Chelsea Gray is going to actually take 13 shots, double-digit shots, staying right around that 11-12 range, I like the upside. She just has to make more of them. She was 3 of 5 from 3, which is a very good thing. That means she only made 1 2-pointer and made 1 free throw that she had right there. The Brarefield stats, I know that's going to normally be there for her, but if you can tell me that she can shoot closer to 50%, or I mean, shoot not even 50, if you can get closer to 40%, and I know that Chelsea Gray, she is a decent shooter, she can get there. If I can get that from her, I do like the upside, especially that 7,900 price tag, because everything else will follow for her right there. Outside of that, Kia Stokes, she's literally a cone out there. If you really want to play Kia Stokes, go ahead, be my guest, but that's not something I'm going to lean to. Bell, I still don't understand why the hell she's on this team. Kitley, I want to say she played in pretty much garbage time over there. T. Mitch, I'm definitely not going there. She's another one that's kind of scoring reliant. And then Dana Evans, surprisingly, she was out there for quite a bit on the court. 5,300 price is not bad, but she's another one of those plays that is kind of scoring reliant. For her to actually get those shots off and score in order for her to actually pay off that price tag. 5,300. I got Pow on the slate. Kind of feel like I would rather go over there towards Powell instead when it comes down to it for the price, and especially if Powell's going to start again. Wouldn't necessarily be looking towards Dana Evans, who's going to be coming off the bench. Over in the Connecticut Sunside, Tina Charles and Marina Mayberry, both of those guys, the usage was sky high already right now. I know it was only one game, but they are in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken, for in regards to usage. The usage is up there. It's crazy high. 10-2, 9-4, they're going to have to do everything. I will go right back to that. Don't care, don't mind that at all. When it comes down to it, I really would love it for whenever Murrow's going to actually be back. But Sanaya Rivers, she's expected to be back. So I think with Sanaya Rivers being back, that's going to mess more with the guard rotation that we have over here for Hartley, who came out here and dominated off the bench. So glad to see her actually back in the league. If you guys forgot about her, she was injured last season. Honestly, I forgot about Bria Hartley. And I remember Bria Hartley was actually pretty nice when she was playing. So it's good to actually see her back out there on the court. 4,100. If we come out, maybe get Sanaya Rivers going to be on some type of limitation or something like that, then maybe we can look more towards the Bria Hartley. And I wouldn't mind looking towards I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like going towards JC Selden or Lindsay Allen, because both these guys, Lindsay Allen, she's not a scorer, she's more a facilitator, and that's what she has to do in order to get there. 6,400, I will not pay that. I am not going to pay that at all for a Lindsay Allen. JC Selden, she's out there, she can play defense, she can actually score, she can do a lot of things, but I do think that maybe those minutes might get eaten into for both of these guys, especially with Snipers being back, who should be an offensive punch for this team. Hopefully everything is good for her, and it was a personal reason why she missed. So at 5,600, I would not mind. 5,400, I wouldn't mind that at all. Especially if magically, maybe if she was to get the start, I would love the upside for that right there. Definitely something I would pay attention to, because she got some good scoring chops out there for Sanaya. But definitely just pay attention to that. If I have to go between anyone over here, between Lindsay Allen and Jason Sheldon, I would guess I'd have to maybe lean Sheldon, just because the upside is a little bit better. I know that she would actually look to score versus Lindsay Allen, who does not. Outside of that, Olivia Nelson-Ododa had a really great game last time out. 5,800, she was in the starting lineup. She did start 25 minutes out there, 4 personal fouls, 28 points, 18 points, and was on track for a double-double. Fell short by 2. If you're going to have her out there again, if she's going to actually start, she's going to be able to go out there and play those minutes. Looks like she's definitely going to be a key part to the rotation for this team. I don't mind her at that 5,800 price tag. I do think that's a nice mid-tier option that we can get to and roll with on today's slate. All right. Heading on over to the Atlanta taking on the Indiana Fever. This game, of course, more likely going to be a back and forth, like fast-paced game, especially just the pace that Indy wants to play at. And we've seen it at Atlanta. They said they want to play fast. They want to get up and down the court, do those things like that. So interesting to see how that's going to go. With Jordan Cannon being out, we saw Alicia Gray step up big time. We know that Alicia Gray can go out there and get those peripherals, but going 6 of 10 from 3, 25 actual points, 49.5 fantasy points. That's just amazing to get from Alicia Gray. Now, I will say that those games last season came a few and in between. Like, she would have a game, maybe 2 or 3 games would be like, mid, and then finally, boom, pop again. So I'm going to try not to use my bias that I know with Alicia Gray. I know she is a really great player. It's the start of the season, and I don't mind that upside, especially because it's going to be her going up against, she's not going to be dealing with Dwana Bonner defense. It's going to be her going up against the Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell over there on the other side. So I don't mind looking towards Alicia Gray right here. Ryan Howard, she should be contending with the actual hard defense that'll be coming over there from Indy. We know the reason why they brought in Natasha Howard, Dwana Bonner. You got those guys over there that should be able to rough up and mess with Ryan Howard. But I do feel like this is definitely a bounce back spot for Ryan, who did not shoot well at all whatsoever. 3 of 12 from 3. If you're going to tell me Ryan's going to take 12 threes, she just got to make them. That's the big thing. She just has to make them. And I do think that this is a good bounce back spot. If you're looking for a good prop play to take on today's slate, wouldn't mind taking Ryan Howard for 20 points today, 25 if you're feeling froggy. If you think she can actually go ahead and get up there, I wouldn't mind messing with either one of those right there. But outside of that, Ryan, that's the GPP option. Alicia Gray right now, she's going to be safer. Of course, Alicia is more, but it is what it is. Down here, BG and BJ. Both of these guys definitely in playing consideration. They actually did run the double big, and it was out there for quite a bit. Brittany Griner took a minute for her to actually get going. She got going in the second half of the game, really late into it. I do think there is some upside for her. She did miss quite a few easy looks, didn't hit any of her threes actually in game time when it mattered and whatnot, but we definitely can consider looking towards Brittany Griner here on today's slate. But I do, of course, like Brown Jones. Granted, her getting up and down the court, sometimes I'll be like, bro, really look like she's tired. But she's a baller. She definitely can go out there. She's crashing the glass. She is facilitating quite a bit, and I like that. And I feel like everyone's gonna have to step up facilitating wise, but just because of Canada being out. But Bree Jones, when you have 2 great players out there, and this is why I feel like Ryan and Alicia Gray were actually able to get off some pretty clean threes. You got 2 players, big body, with that can set some pretty good screens. So the 3 potential over here for these guys, definitely something. If you see some value, like if for 2 threes for either of these players ever is sitting under -150, take that. That's a straight play that you would want to take every single time, just for the volume of threes that looks like we're going to be getting over here from the Atlanta Dream. Outside of that, definitely for 3 threes, that'll be where we're like kind of tipping the scale. But the volume is there, and that's something that we look forward to when you're looking for something to take as a straight play right there. I want to, but Bree Jones, I do like the upside for. I don't mind her here. Griner or BG, either one of these guys, whoever gets matched up with Boston, their size, they should be able to actually go out there and dominate and do what they want to do. Same thing for Natasha Howard. Even going up against that, I don't mind it at all. Bree Jones, she should be able to cook going up against Natasha. Either way, everyone else over here off the bench, I'm not really looking or interested in too much. The only one I really have interest in is going to be Pow Pow. Long as she is still starting, sitting at 4K, did get herself in a little bit of foul trouble, so I do think the upside could be a little bit more for her. 1 of 3 from 3, 3 of 6. I would love to see her take a couple more shots if she can actually get out there. But rookie, to me, she played well. I liked it. Love the upside. Going over to the Indy side, Caitlin Clark. I don't have to say anything about it. Aaliyah Boston. This might be considered a tougher matchup going up against a double big line over here. But I will say this. If Kiki didn't get herself in a foul trouble and all the other shit, I think Kiki could have still went out there and had a good game. Now, with that being said, I personally am going to lean more towards the guards in this matchup. I do like Caitlin Clark, of course, quite a bit, 11-2. I really am going to be down on Boston. I don't think this is going to be the spot for us to go ahead and attack Boston. Again, that double big lineup. Same thing for Natasha Howard. Love the uptick in shots that I saw from her in the game. Looked like she was very aggressive. She was looking for her shot really straight out the gate. Then, of course, as game went on, we saw the 2-man game between Boston and Clark. Looked very well. Boston in the mid-range, Boston getting to the hoop, basket, all those things. I do think this is, again, a different matchup for her going up into this one right here. It is. I understand they just played versus a double big, but you're playing against vet double bigs here in this matchup versus 2-year players in that last one. So Boston, 9,500, that would be a GPP option for me. Wouldn't really go there. I would lean more towards Clark. DeWanna Bonner, I'm not touching that right there. For the fact that they celebrated for her getting 7 points. 7 points. I'm not a hater. I'm just speaking reality and looking at it, bro. You played 26 minutes, 2 of 9 from the field, and the only reason why you're able to get those points was because your ass got to the line. On top of that, they were literally hunting to get you them damn points, and it took you 10 years to get it, bro. I'm not messing with Bonner. I don't care. GPP option. If you want to mess with that, I'm not touching it. With that being said, the guard upside, I do have interest in Kelsey Mitchell. The only thing is Kelsey Mitchell is very much scoring reliant. So we have to hope that Kelsey's going to come out here and get us like a 20-point type game, 20, 25-point type game, and maybe can give us a little bit of the peripherals and hope that she knocks down at least like 4 threes. That would be the upside for K Mitch here if you want to mess with that on that side. With Sophie Cunningham possibly being back, if Sophie's going to still be out, then of course we're going to want to look towards Lexi Hull, who again stuffs the stat sheet, does everything out there for it. If Cunningham's going to be back, I would imagine we're not going to have to see Sydney Colson being out there at all. But if Cunningham's going to be out, then maybe we can look towards Colson. If Cunningham's in 6,900, I imagine that she should be out there playing about 15 to 20 minutes. Like that's what they brought her here. They like the upside for her being here and whatnot. So I wouldn't mind going towards Cunningham. More of a GP option. Would rather come down here and play whole when it matters the most. But all right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. If you guys can't tell, Caitlin Clark, A'ja Wilson, top 2 studs to me in my eyes when it comes down to it on today's slate. And then just gonna let the chips fall wherever it falls. If you're looking for player pool, core, all the other good stuff, check the links down in the description below. Patreon, I'll have everything posted up there. YouTube membership tab, I have it posted up there as well. Gonna try to run another 2-pick today for you guys. It's Taco Tuesday, so maybe I should dabble with the tacos over there on shit picks. So I might mess with that today for you guys. Good luck to everybody. If you were a Thunder fan, Thunder the fuck up. We win in this shit. Good luck. Peace.